What is up, friends? Happy Thursday. A couple more hours until Thursday's over. Friday, tomorrow, the weekend is here. Long week, extended weekend, Memorial Day weekend. If you're lucky like me, you get a 4-day weekend. Thank God for that. I've needed it. If you get one, hope you do. Hope you need it too. We all need to recuperate from the good old working force. All right, so today we're going to go back to Sunday, do a review of baseball, softball championship games, games going on right now, conference tournament games. You might even be watching them at work. So we're going to do a quick review of those, and then we're going to get on with our lives. Before we start, hit the little subscribe button somewhere down there. All right, so news. We got some news items here. Florida and Georgia. The football game, will remain in Jacksonville through 2025. I want to say I saw something about they played it there. They've only not played it there twice. I think that's what it said, which is pretty remarkable run for a game in a stadium like that. Hey, here's some cool. You know how on Black Friday, or day after Thanksgiving, usually have rivalry games, and some of them aren't really too good. This one could be a good one. Penn State and Michigan State, they will play at Ford Field prime time the day after Thanksgiving. I know NBC is getting the contract. It might be on NBC, not sure yet. They didn't say. But hey, while you got family in town and the women folk are out shopping, dealing with all those idiots out there, watch football all day. You can cap it off with Michigan State and Penn State. Prime time, Friday after Thanksgiving. Nice. ACC Conference announces an initiative plan for high achieving teams. Like that, evidently not everybody gets a trophy in this conference. Basically, a great postseason equals more money for that program. Hey, look at there, huh? They're rewarding them for hard work. Too bad some of our bosses don't do that, huh? Especially with the inflation and everything going up in price. What a concept. Reward for hard work. Remember ex-basketball player Darius Miles involved in that capital murder charge back in January? Went up for bail. Judge said no. Maybe later, but not right now. So Davis Miles remains in jail. And last bit of news, Kansas forward Kevin McCullough Jr. withdraws from the NBA draft. He will return to KU next season. All right, so let's get on with this. Sunday baseball had a few games. Cal State Northridge beat Hawaii 8-6. Simmons for Cal State Northridge, 3-run home run. Cal State Northridge pitchers had 7 total strikeouts in that game. UC San Diego beat UC Riverside 7-4. Furman for UC San Diego, 2-run single and an RBI single in that one. UC Irvine beat UC Davis 9-2. McCaffrey for UC Irvine, 2 RBI singles in that one. UC Irvine's pitchers threw a total 10 strikeouts in that game. Cal State Fullerton beat Long Beach State 9-1. Bobo had a 2-run double for the Titans. And Cal Poly beat UC Santa Barbara 9-5. Cal Poly Stafford, 2-run home run. Right. 11 strikeouts, and then Weston came in through 5 strikeouts. 16 total strikeouts for Cal Poly. Maybe even more. I just wrote down the big numbers, so I don't know if anybody came in through 1 here, 1 there. But hey, UC Santa Barbara, they did some good stuff. Parker had a 2-run home run. Darby had a 2-run single, so not all that bad. Ivy League Tournament Game 4, Penn beat Harvard 10-7. Penn's Apple, 2-run single. Pokrovsky, 2 RBI singles, 14 total strikeouts for the Penn Quaker pitchers. Harvard's Masurvey, he had a 2-run double, and their pitching group, 10 total strikeouts. Game 5, Princeton beat Harvard 10-3. Let's see if I can say this guy's name. I'm sure I'll butcher it. DP Tranton. We'll just say that. Anyway, nice for him. 3-run home run. Cumming had a solo home run and an RBI double. Harvard's Berger, solo home run and an RBI double. St. Mary's Fresno State canceled for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe it was weather or something. Patriot Championship. You ready for this one? Army beat Bucknell for the Patriot Championship. 20-5. Army was not screwing around that one. All right, so the championship games for softball. Tallahassee, game 1, South Carolina beat number 3 Florida State 4-0. Black hit a 2-run single for USC. That forced the second game where number 3 Florida State beat South Carolina 1-0. Florida State wins their Tallahassee regional. Clemson game 1 was number 15 Auburn beat number 10 Clemson 5-2. Auburn's Ellis had a 2-run home run. Penta 7 strikeouts. Forced the game 2. Number 10 Clemson beat number 15 Auburn 5-1. Clemson 3 RBI singles in that one. Clemson wins their regional. Durham number 6 Duke beat Charlotte 4-2. Duke wins their regional. Vega and Zampa for Duke each hit RBI singles. Athens 6 innings. Number 7 Georgia beat Virginia Tech 12-3. Georgia wins their regional. Chamberlain for Georgia hit 2-run home runs in that game. Norman in 5 innings. Number 1 Oklahoma beats Cal 16-3. OU wins their regional. Brito for the Sooners, 2-run and 3-run home runs in that one. Sad story in Baton Rouge, really sad story. Game 1, Louisiana beat number 9 LSU 7-4. Campbell for the Raging Cajuns, 3-run home run in that game. That forced a game 2 where you knew LSU was not going to lose a regional at home, especially to a rival just down I-10. Well, that's what you would think, but hey. Game 2, Louisiana beats number 9 LSU 9-8. Louisiana wins the Baton Rouge regional. Louisiana was up 6-1 going into the 3rd inning in this game. LSU scored 6 runs in the 3rd to come back and go ahead. Then Louisiana said no. They came back and outscored LSU 3-1 the rest of the game to win that regional. So that's 2 or 3 the regional hosts that lost in their own building. So Tuscaloosa game 1, Middle Tennessee beat number 16 Bama 4-1, gave Middle Tennessee some hope. Miller, Middle Tennessee, 2-run home run. Bama pitchers only threw 2 strikeouts in that game, so you can tell Montana Fouts wasn't playing. Number 16 Bama in game 2 comes back, beats Middle Tennessee 1-0. Both teams left 5 men or women on base in that game. Bama wins their regional. Fayetteville, number 20 Oregon beats number 14 Arkansas at their own game at their own regional 14-4. Oregon Carlson, grand slam and a 2-run home run. Also hit an RBI single. Oregon goes into Fayetteville and wins that regional. Knoxville, game 1, Indiana beat number 24 Louisville 4-2. Then number 4 Tennessee beat Indiana 7-3. Tennessee wins their own regional. Salt Lake City, number 17 Utah beat Ole Miss 4-1. Utah, Davison hit a 2-run home run. Lopez, 5 strikeouts in that one. And Utah wins their own regional. Number 11, Texas beat number 22, Texas A&M, 11-5. Texas wins their regional. Texas Day, 3-run double and a 2-run double. Valentine for A&M hit a 3-run home run. Stillwater, number 12, Oklahoma State beat Nebraska 5-2. Oklahoma State wins their regional. Nebraska was winning this game 2-1 until Oklahoma State scored 4 runs in the 7th inning to come back and win that one. Evanston, number 8, Northwestern beat Miami of Ohio 5-4. Northwestern wins their regional. Cochran from Northwestern, 2-run home run. Boyd had 9 strikeouts. Williams came in, had 6 strikeouts. For Miami of Ohio side, Blaska hit a 2-run home run. Seattle, did you see what happened in Seattle? It looked like crazy, unimaginable things were going to happen in Seattle. And, well, they teased us and it didn't. Game 1, McNeese beat number 5, Washington 1-0. McNeese's 1 run came from Pancho, who hit a solo home run. Game 2 comes around. You say, oh, Washington, they're not going to take that on their home field. Well, they did for a while. It was McNeese was up 6-0, hitting into the seventh inning. Washington scored 7 runs in the seventh to come back and win that one. Washington pulled it off and won their regional. McNeese's pitcher, I forget her name. She's a good pitcher, but you could tell towards the end of that sixth inning, her arm wasn't as good as it was. Me and thousands of other people, online, saying, why in the hell did he not pull that pitcher? I don't know. I can't explain. Maybe he just wanted her to finish the game because it was going to be their first ever super regional if they won in program history. And so he left her in, and he paid for it. My coffee table in the living room knew to pull that pitcher. So coach taking a lot of heat. Hats off to those girls, though, man. They played their asses off, and that coach lost that game for them. So the guy needs to give his next paycheck to charity because that was just horrible. All right, Stanford, the last one. Number 8, Stanford beat Florida 11-2. Stanford wins their regional. Young for Stanford, 2-run home run. Chung hit 2 RBI singles. So the super regionals start today. OU will play Clemson. Duke will play Stanford. Battle of the brains there. Bama versus Northwestern. That should be a pretty good super regional. Florida State and Georgia. That should be another good one. Oklahoma State and Oregon. That should be another good one. Tennessee versus Texas. Yeah, possibly. Utah versus San Diego State. Yeah, possibly. Washington versus Louisiana. That's going to be an interesting one to see. McNeese couldn't take him down because the coach. See if Louisiana can take Washington down. That'd be really interesting. All right, so let's go on to Monday baseball. Ivy League Championship. Penn beat Princeton 16-3. Pokrovsky for Penn, grand slam. Baker hit a 2-run home run. Taylor hit a 2-run single. Penn is your Ivy League champions. And then that Army beat Bucknell 20-5. That was the first game. I'm sorry. It forced the second game, which was played on Monday, and Army won anyway, 21-6. Army scored 4 runs in the second, 7 runs in the third, 5 runs in the fourth, 4 runs in the eighth. So Army, Patriot champions, like it should be. Tuesday baseball, American Athletic Conference got underway. Game 1, Central Florida beat Cincinnati 4-3. Game 2 went to 11 innings. South Florida beat number 15 East Carolina 12-11. Game 3, Tulane beat Houston 10-8. And Game 4, Memphis beat Wichita State 10-6. In the Atlantic 10, Game 1, St. Louis beat Richmond 6-3. Game 2, Davidson beat Rhode Island 8-4. 11 innings, Game 3, George Mason beat Dayton 5-4. A lot of baseball games and went to 11th inning these last few days. Kind of crazy trend. The ACC Conference, Game 1, number 22, Boston College beat Virginia Tech 11-7. Game 2, North Carolina beat Georgia Tech 11-5. Game 3, North Carolina State beat Duke 8-7 in 11 innings. Atlantic Sun Conference, Game 1, Liberty beat Lipscomb 12-11. Game 2, Florida Gulf Coast beat Jacksonville 7-0. Game 3, Stetson beat Eastern Carolina 8-3. Big Ten, Game 1, Iowa beat Michigan 12-3. Game 2, Indiana beat Illinois 4-3. Game 3, number 23, Maryland beat Michigan State 3-2. Missouri Valley, Game 1, Illinois Chicago beat Belmont 10-5. Game 2, Murray State beat Valparaiso 11-6. Pac-12, Game 1, Arizona beat Arizona State 12-3. Game 2, USC beat UCLA 6-4. Boy, this first 2 games are rivalry games there, weren't they? Game 3, Oregon beat Cal 3-2. SEC, Game 1, South Carolina beat Georgia 9-0. Game 2, Texas A&M beat Tennessee 3-0. Game 3, 24, Bama beat number 25, Kentucky 4-0. And Game 4, number 19, Auburn beat Missouri 10-4. Southland, Game 1, McNeese beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi 4-0. Sunbelt, Game 1, James Madison beat Old Dominion 2-1. Game 2, Georgia State beat Georgia Southern 8-5. And WAC Conference, Game 1, Abilene Christian beat Cal Baptist 5-4. Game 2, UT Rio Grande Valley beat UT Arlington 14-4. Moving to yesterday, Wednesday, America East. Game 1, UMass Lowell beat Bryant 6-0. Game 2, Binghamton beat New Jersey Tech 10-6. American Athletic, Game 5. Number 15, East Carolina beat Cincinnati 9-6. Atlantic 10, Game 4. St. Louis beat St. Joseph's 23-8. St. Louis, that game, they won 23-8. They only hit 3 home runs in that game. The rest was RBI singles and all that kind of stuff. Only 3 home runs. That's crazy in a score like that. Game 5, George Mason beat Davidson 15-11. Game 6, Richmond beat Rhode Island 13-3. ACC, Game 4, Pitt beat Notre Dame 9-5. Game 5, number 12, Virginia beat Georgia Tech 15-1. Game 6, Clemson beat Va Tech 14-5. Atlantic Sun, Game 4, Jacksonville beat Liberty 8-0. Game 5, Jacksonville State beat Stetson 6-1. Game 6, Eastern Kentucky beat Austin Peay 3-2. Over in the Big 12, Game 1, TCU beat Kansas State 16-3. Game 2, Kansas beat number 20, Texas 6-3. Game 3, Oklahoma beat number 18, Oklahoma State 9-5. Game 4, Texas Tech beat number 21, West Virginia 6-2. Big East Conference, Game 1, number 9, UConn beat Georgetown 5-4. Game 2, Xavier beat Seton Hall 6-5. Big 10, Game 4, Nebraska beat Rutgers 7-6. Game 5, Michigan beat Illinois 6-3. Colonial League, Game 1, Delaware beat College of Charleston 7-4. Game 2, Northeastern beat William & Mary 6-0. Conference USA, Game 1, Louisiana Tech beat Charlotte 13-8. Game 2, Middle Tennessee beat UTSA 5-1. Game 3, number 17, Dallas Baptist beat Rice 13-2. Game 4, Western Kentucky beat Florida Atlantic 10-9. Horizon, Game 1, Milwaukee beat Youngstown State 12-3. Game 2, Northern Kentucky beat Purdue Fort Wayne 6-3. Metro Atlantic, Game 1, Manhattan beat Canisius 17-3. 6-2, Quinnipiac beat Niagara 13-2. Game 3, Canisius beat Niagara 6-2. Mid-American, Game 1, Kent State beat Western Michigan 6-4. Game 2, Ball State beat Central Michigan 7-6. Missouri Valley, Game 3, Evansville beat Southern Illinois 7-3. Game 4, Belmont beat Valparaiso 10-9. Game 5, Indiana State beat Illinois Chicago 8-5. Game 6, Murray State beat Missouri State 6-1. Northeastern, Game 1, Fairleigh Dickinson beat Maryland Eastern Shore 2-0. Game 2, Sacred Heart beat Long Island 23-2. Game 3, Long Island beat Maryland Eastern Shore 8-2. Ohio Valley, Game 1, Eastern Illinois beat Southern Indiana 5-4. Game 2, Tennessee Tech beat SIU Edwardsville 4-0. Game 3, Eastern Illinois beat Southeast Missouri State 7-6. Game 4, Tennessee Tech beat Tennessee Martin 7-3. Pac-12, Game 4, Arizona beat number 10, Oregon State 13-12. Nice win for them. Game 5, UCLA beat Washington 17-4. Game 6, number 3, Stanford beat Cal 18-10. SEC, Game 5, number 5, LSU beat South Carolina 10-3. And that was their coach's 400th career win when they beat South Carolina. Let's see here. Game 6, 11 innings. Number 4, Arkansas beat Texas A&M 6-5. Arkansas won that game with a walk-off home run. Game 7, number 2, Florida beat number 24, Bama 7-6 in 11 innings. Game 8, number 8, Vanderbilt beat number 19, Auburn 6-4. The SoCon Conference, Game 1, Citadel beat VMI 5-2. Game 2, UNC Greensboro beat Western Carolina 4-3. Southland, Game 3, Northwestern State beat Incarnate Word 2-1. Game 4, New Orleans beat Lamar 4-1. Game 5, Nichols beat McNeese 3-2 in 14 innings. Southwestern Athletic Conference, Game 1, Florida A&M beat Texas Southern 9-1. Game 2, Southern beat Bethany Cookman 4-2. Game 3, Alabama State beat Prairie View A&M 11-1. Game 4, Grambling beat Jackson State 8-7. Summit League, Game 1, Oral Roberts beat Omaha 9-2. Game 2, a little bit of a rivalry game here. Probably a lot of rivalry games, especially in football. South Dakota State beat North Dakota State 17-4. Sun Belt Conference, In 10 innings, what the hell's wrong with them? Shouldn't it be 11? Game 3, Troy beat Appalachian State 10-9. Game 4, underachievers, man. Only went 10 innings. I'm telling you. Should have been 11. Game 4, number 16, Southern Miss beat James Madison 7-1. Game 5, number 7, Coastal Carolina beat Georgia State 5-4. Game 6, Louisiana beat Texas State 6-1. In the West Coast Conference, Game 1, Santa Clara beat Gonzaga 4-2. Game 2, St. Mary's beat San Diego 17-8. And last but not least, in the WAC, Game 3, Utah Valley beat Seattle 16-6. Game 4, UT Arlington beat Cal Baptist 8-4. Game 5, Sam Houston State beat Abilene Christian 11-7 in 11 innings. And Game 6, Grand Canyon beat UT Rio Grande Valley 3-1. Looks like that's what I wrote, 1. Sometimes my writing sucks. That is it, man. Y'all have a great weekend. I hope you got a 4-day weekend out of it. Lucky enough I did, thank God. If we do a show, it'll be on Monday, but kind of taking a break from everything this long weekend. Not only work, but other things. So we might do on Monday, we might not. If not, we'll be back later next week, maybe a week from now, Thursday. Pretty soon, here in a couple months. Probably after baseball wraps up in late June, early July. Media days. We'll be doing shows on media days, and then we will be doing a football preview. All the conferences, all the teams. That'll be later on, into July, beginning of August. We'll start that. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Have fun. Relax. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And remember why we have Memorial Day. All those brave men and women who died fighting for our freedom so we can have fun on the weekends and watch sports and all that. So keep all them in your thoughts and prayers that have passed on that were out there fighting for us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.